What's up, champions? Welcome back to JetSurfing Nation, your place where we test and review all the available jetboards and efoils. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do it because we have a lot of great videos for you coming up.
Today we're going to give you tips on how to get kids on jetboards
And efoils. Today, joining me, my daughter Melissa. She is 7-year-old and she's very good at jetboards and efoils.
Oh, come on, I'm 9!
Already! She's 9-year-old and she already tried different jetboards and efoils, and we are going to share with you the experience at what age you should get kids into this exciting new sports.
Yeah.
It's very important for you to check your jurisdictions because in some countries the legal age for the kid to go is about 12 or even 14 years old. So make sure you know what you're doing before getting kids and putting them into these amazing machines.
Also, today we're going to answer all of your questions that you usually write in the comments below, like, which age can kids try?
Yeah, so if you have questions, you know where to put them. Actually, if you have a very young kid, make sure that he is ready to go for it. You don't really have to push the kid too hard, otherwise you can put them off. You really don't want to have a bad experience when they're just starting out young.
For this reason, always use helmet and life vest, and if possible, also some shoes, so your legs don't get too cold while going on the Fliteboard or jetboard or tube or anything you're riding on.
The first step that I usually recommend is to get the balance right. For this, you can use a simple balance board like this. Let's show how you do it. Okay.
First step to riding all of those things, the easiest one to learn is to start on this board.
You can actually adjust the difficulty by moving those ropes.
This one is actually the easiest one of all, though for me it feels like kind of the hardest one, because for me it's easier when the ropes are straight, not when they're like woo.
It's good for kids to find the sweet spot on the board by putting the legs on the center, and also it's important to understand that kids needs to point where they're going. So show how you're pointing. So it's very good for kids to look where they're going instead of looking down to their legs.
Though it's quite strange. Right now I'm opposite on the board because I'm actually goofy.
Yeah, but you can ride switch. You can teach your kids to ride goofy and regular and then see which side is more comfortable for them. Once kids are comfortable with the balance board, the next step is to learn
Onewheel.
Onewheel is really cool and fun toy for kids to start riding.
My Onewheel is a pint and it's pink. It's good for kids to start off. Though before I had pint, I actually had a different Onewheel, which now is Papa's. It's very, comparing to this one, it's very stable. Right now I'm riding it and it feels very uncomfortable because it's very hard to turn on that one. But on this one it feels fine now. Let's try it.
The best way to learn is actually on the grass. And don't forget to put the helmet. And I wanted to say a life vest. You can avoid the life vest. Just get the helmet. Let's show the kids the
We're
helmet.
on the grass.
It doesn't matter, it's good practice,
But
right?
I don't need.
Yeah, but still.
Remember guys, your kid's safety is the most important of all. Remember to use a helmet, and if you're really a learner, some knee pads and some elbow pads.
Exactly. Good point, Melissa.
And maybe some gloves.
Starting on
I
the grass.
started off with them. So now I'm a little bit better at Onewheel, so I don't really need them. The helmet I always need.
Start by teaching the kid riding on the grass, so it's much safer. Or you can go to the beach and ride on the sand, which is also safer than falling on the concrete. And always tell them, point where they're going. Keep pointing. Otherwise they keep looking down and they cannot hold the balance. Always keep pointing where you're going. Keep pointing.
When I started, I usually went front and back. Front and back. So now I'm not really used to doing that because now I'm goofy, not really regular, so I don't feel very comfortable going regular. But I can still do it. Slower, less carving, but I can do it.
And just like that, your kid is going to learn balance in a safe way. That is really a good step before you get into the water. Once your kid is comfortable going on the grass and their balance is right on, you are ready to go to the water.
The next step is to use Scubajet, either under the big inflatable board, so it gives you an extra push when you go, or just use the special adapter and go on it. Ooh. It's very fun. I used to love it a lot.
Actually, big inflatable board, you can go on the lake, it's soft, it's comfortable, it's not going to hurt your kids if they're going to fall. I think inflatable SUP board is the way to go. Obviously your kids not going to love paddling, so system like this, a propulsion system like Scubajet, is the best way to let them understand what the motorized surfing is on the lake.
Though of course you must always bring a paddle with you, because what if Scuba just runs out of battery?
And here we have a little sponsor for this video. The guys from Airbank sent us 2 pumps to test, and so far we really love them. The first one you can connect to your car using the DC charger and inflate your inflatable SUP boards. And the second one is even cooler. It has internal battery and you can inflate everything on the go. Take a look.
It's perfect to inflate the pool and have fun with your kids.
Let's do it. Once your kid is comfortable riding on a big stand-up paddleboard, you can get a smaller board and a system called Boostfin. A few weeks ago on the lake we're testing Boostfin with Melissa. How was your experience?
Well, it was very fun. First, I started off very easy. First time I actually did by myself. Then Papa stopped saying, "Melissa, time to stand up," and I actually started standing up too soon and I kept falling off the board. But so far it was just a very good product, and I just hope they improve a little bit more, as in make the buttons a little bit easier to press, because sometimes I used to press them 1,000 times and they still won't turn on. So that's to improve, but so far it's very good. So we have here the remote control, and to go I just press this black button.
Alright, good luck. Okay, go in. Good luck, wait. Stand up. Perfect! You're surfing!
Yeah.
Good luck!
Thank you.
First impressions, Melissa?
It gives me enough power to stand up, and I like it a lot. Let's go again.
Alright! Oh, look, come on! Woohoo! Get there! Once your kid is comfortable going on the lake slow, you're ready to put them on the first jetboard. To make it really easy and safe, you can use a system called JetSurf Tube.
When we first got the tube, it came with this tiny giga pump. It's very awesome. I'm like, my mind exploded when I saw that this tiny thing can contain enough air to fill up the whole tube.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Can you show how it works?
It's mind exploding for kids. Now it's inflated. All we have to do is put it in the ocean, is put the jetboard inside and put these little straps on. And then after it's fully safety, your kid is in life jacket and everything, and helmet also, even though it's very soft. It's always best to use helmet. It's strapped and everything, fully safety. Your kid is ready to go. Though, if it's first time you're actually going on the jetboard, maybe it's best to go with the parent first. And after like 3 or 4 times going with the parent, and your kid is like about 13, like around 8-9-year-olds, maybe you can let them go on too.
Let them control the throttle slowly, put the low speed if there is a limit for speed, and let them learn first riding on the knees, and then finally push them to stand up. It can be done on JetSurf Electric, on E-Wave, or any other board that fits inflatable. Or if you have a big board like Lampuga inflatable, you can also put them on that board as well. A lot of fun for kids to understand what jetboarding is all about.
super cool fun!
And the final stage for your kid is to try efoiling. And the best way to do it with inflatable board, for example, Fliteboard Air. Today we were trying it with Melissa for the first time actually.
Yeah.
We were riding together. I was on the back of the board and it has enough flotation for both of us to sit on it, to enjoy it, to understand how it works, and even to take off, to lift and start foiling. How was your experience, Melissa?
Well, it was very fun. A bit bumpy with all the waves, but everything around us felt silent, and it was so good. I loved it a lot. When I was flying on the Fliteboard, I felt like Aladdin from the magic carpet. If you didn't see it yet on Papa's channel, he's gonna put it on if it's still not on YouTube. There is like a magic carpet. We made a video. Papa was Aladdin. There was a magic carpet on top of the efoil Fliteboard, and since the magic carpet can fly, and this board can fly, basically fly, and it feels like the same feeling. I was the princess and Papa was Aladdin. We made a video. You can put it on YouTube.
Yeah, it was really fun experience. And once your kid is ready, you can even give them the trigger and monitor, keep the safe distance, go on the second board near them, encourage them, give them advice and let them fly.
Well guys, but that's a bit not after 3 or 2 tries. That's more like when you're a lot older. If you start like at 9 years, 10 years, maybe you should wait like 2 years till you can use it yourself. But if you start already like at 16 or 20 or around that, I'm sure if you're not clumsy or things like those, I'm sure you can ride it. But be very careful. It's very sharp. You might, if you fall, then jump very far away from it. Not very, otherwise you'll lose the board. But not very close, otherwise you might hit your leg or arm because it's very sharp and you might cut your leg or arm.
Put the wetsuit on your kid and also protect their legs with booties. That's very important for efoiling. And of course the helmets.
Booties.
Yeah.
Booties.
And like I said, look if your kid is really ready to go. Don't push it too hard, because if you push too much, if you scare them off, you really lose this experience, and then it will be very hard for them to get back into the sport. They might lose the interest altogether. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed our quick video, and we'll see you out in the water. Have fun with your family and keep on riding. We'll see you next one. Cheers.
Oh, and guys, one more thing. Guys, check out my channel on YouTube, Melissa TV. You gotta check it out. I want more subscribers.
Cheers. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Well, I love it a lot. I once went on Papa's back on Fliteboard. It was so fun. And this, I feel like I'm really flying. I feel like a bird. Woohoo! And anyway, why need to pay so much to go on a plane when you can just take a Fliteboard and fly